Hey guys, welcome back to the LUNAR review. On today's episode, I'm going to be looking at Genshin Impact. It's a game I've been playing over the past few days, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. The game's incredible for a free-to-play game. I was actually surprised to find out that it was a free-to-play game, because when I was like looking it up, seeing how much it's going to be, and then when I saw it was free, I was like, oh my god. So let's dive in to find out why this game is so good. Genshin Impact just came out the other day. It came out on the platforms PlayStation 4, Android, Microsoft Windows. It runs on its own launcher on the PC. You just go to their website and download the game. And yeah, I'm having a good time with this game. I mean, it's incredible for a free-to-play game. And I mean, most free-to-play games nowadays are getting really good, but this one just feels like something you would pay like $60 for, or depending on where you live, a full price for. The game is just outstanding.
That's right.
As you can see, the art style is very reminiscent of games like Ni no Kuni, the Tales of series, which is actually a personal favorite of mine, especially Tales of Symphonia. And also, there's a heavy influence of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which some people are saying it's a total ripoff, but honestly, let me tell you right now, it's not. This game has a lot of original ideas. This game is not a Zelda ripoff. It borrows a lot of the same things from Breath of the Wild, but it sort of makes it its own sort of thing, and I think it does a really good job of it. One thing I cannot get over is how good the music in this game is. The music is just, oh my god, like, I love RPG music, and this game is no exception. The music just, it just makes you feel so comfortable, so at home, so at peace with the world of the game. It's so whimsical and wholesome. It just feels so much like Ni no Kuni, or see, I keep bringing that up. It just feels so much like a Japanese RPG. Yeah, the music's just incredible. Another good thing I love about this game is the gameplay. The gameplay is, it plays like sort of a action game with RPG elements. You switch between your characters, and as you switch between your characters, they each have different powers. The powers are elemental, a lot like elements in games like Pokemon and others such as that have elemental damage and all that stuff. And you know, you go around the world and you talk to different people, you do quests. There's a main quest line, and there is also trials that you do, kind of like the trials in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Except these trials aren't really puzzles like in Breath of the Wild. They are, you go through them like an instance. It's like a MMO instance that you fight enemies and get rewards at the end of the trial. They're really fun. I feel like the leveling is a little unbalanced in the game. That's my only critique of the game. Sometimes it's either too difficult or too easy, because the leveling is, it's really easy to level in this game, and it kind of just hands you, like, for a free-to-play game, the leveling isn't locked behind buying sort of gear. I mean, you can spend money on gear. The leveling could use a bit of work, but back to the trials. Each trial you go through, and there's enemies along the way, and at the very end of the trial there's usually a boss, and there's a cutscene before the boss, and then you fight the boss, and then you get your rewards, and then you leave the trial. Another great thing about this game is the world. Genshin Impact's world is phenomenal. It feels so lived in. It feels so good to walk around, explore, and find different things. You switch your character's elemental abilities and use them on these puzzles, and it helps you unlock chests. You can fight enemies. It's a lot of fun. Like, the world feels so good. I can't get over it. This game is just incredible. Overall, Genshin Impact is a fine game with all the incredible things you can do and discover. The amount of items the game gives you while being a free-to-play game. This game is probably the best free-to-play game I've ever played. And that's a high bar considering some of the free-to-play titles that have been released over the past few years. I mean, this game is outstanding. I am just so in awe of how fantastic this game is. I have to give it a 10 out of 10. This game is a masterpiece. Thanks guys for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. Until the next one, guys, take care.